Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about the new episode of The Traitor, Season 2, Episode 10. Spoilers ahead, duh.
The most fabulous, fateful traitor. Oh, faithful traitor.
Okay, what we have all been waiting for an entire week. I'm sure y'all know by now, but last week we were left with a massive cliffhanger in which MJ was going to be the breaking vote between Phaedra and Peter up for banishment. And y'all, my heart was beating so freaking fast. I'm not even joking. So MJ, because remember, it was 4 against 4, and MJ's vote went for Peter. Yes, thank you, Jesus. She says that the evidence all led to him, so Peter is voted out. 5 out of 9 votes. But of course, before leaving, he has to get in the little circle of trust, which, it got me thinking. I wonder what would happen if when they left, they didn't tell the others if they were a traitor or faithful. How would that change the game? That would be interesting. But anyway, he tells them that he is a faithful. He says that he tried to save them, but he's out. Of course, John and Trishelle doing the most. They're so upset that their pal is gone. But I'm thinking, well, yay, Peter's gone. But I feel like this incriminates Phaedra even more. Like, now the eyes are gonna really be on her, you know what I mean? Poor MJ, they were trying to make her feel bad for voting Peter out. So after they left the little round table, Shereé says to Phaedra that doing this, that like she's been the center of attention for the last 3 round tables. But bless Phaedra, she is not breaking a sweat, although she is surprised that CT, who she kind of had a little romance with, voted for her. Of course, Phaedra is just playing it, fake it till you make it. So she says that it's so unfair, they have no evidence. So later, the traitors go to their lair, Kate and Phaedra, and they're kind of scrambling because that was so close. Phaedra says, ugh, it was so annoying to hear John. And tomorrow, when you die, we shall the faithfuls be on top. But who are they gonna kill? Because clearly they have in their side MJ, Shereé, and Sandra. So it has to be Trishelle, CT, or John, because those are the ones who have it out for Phaedra the most. So they're talking about who it should be, and we will wait till breakfast to see who it is. So then it is the next morning. MJ and Sandra are the first to get there. And I have a feeling that Sandra knows that it's Phaedra, but she ain't gonna get her out. Then CT gets there, followed by Phaedra. Phaedra, ugh. Okay, love her, but she's being a little bit too vague and a little bit too suspicious because they're just talking, asking like, oh, who do you think got killed, or who do you think could be the traitor? And Phaedra says nothing, just, not sure. So, then Shereé comes through. The last people who come in are Trishelle and Kate. Wow, so that means that John was sent his death letter. So they quickly show us the night before when John got his letter. I like John, I really did. And when he reads the letter, he says, I'm not surprised by the slightest of my fate. But again, going back to this breakfast, all eyes are on Phaedra. They will miss John for sure. They cheers for good old John. And then Alan comes in and he says that this is their penultimate day. He says they will be going on a mission they're gonna have to complete a mission soon, but they will cross that bridge when they get there. And CT was having a little bit of fun because he's the only man left, so he was a lucky man. After breakfast, other people are kind of just talking. Sandra and Phaedra went to go play chess with giant pieces. It was so funny, and I knew it. Sandra knows that Phaedra is the traitor, but she says that her strategy when she won Survivor was to be friends with the competition, so she's doing that. Meanwhile, MJ is telling Shereé and Kate that they are gonna have to vote Phaedra out. But Kate is smart. She says, "Could it be Sandra, maybe?" So MJ's like, "Oh shoot, maybe." Shout out to Kate. It would have been so fun had the original traitors been Phaedra, Kate, and Sandra. That would have been amazing. But back inside, Trishelle is yapping about the Bravo girls and they will always stick together. She also says, why didn't anyone listen to me last night? And I was just like, oh, well, maybe because you have nominated multiple people that have not been traitors, aka Peppermint. But I guess Trishelle was feeling herself, because she goes out there and where MJ, Kate, and Shereé are talking, and she says, "So are we gonna talk logic?" Trishelle says, "Y'all know who the traitor is. Y'all are waiting till the end because y'all want her to pick you." MJ says that she would never let a traitor steal all the money. But then it is time for the mission. So they arrive at some pond. There are $30,000 available for this mission. So what this is that there is a pile of dirt, and in that pile there are gold nuggets inside. So they must get those nuggets and then carry those nuggets across to where there's a scale, um, so that scale can tip over and they can get the money. There is also a shield, but again, you have to jump on some blocks that are on top of the water, so it kind of like you have to know how to balance. So Phaedra goes first. Poor thing, she was fighting for her life. She made a couple of those floating platforms, but she fell into the water. Meanwhile, the others are looking for that gold, uh, for the nuggets, but they're actually like they really want the shield, which MJ is the one who grabbed it. It was so fun to see the people trying to run on top of those things. It's really hard because they tilt a lot, so your weight will make them, unbalanced. So you got to know how to do it. They were all making it like only past 3 or 4. They couldn't really make it past. Trishelle was the first one who made it past all of the boards. She had a strategy which I actually thought of which was just run. Don't stop. And CT also made it a few times. So at that point, it was just the two of them who were carrying the gold. MJ was able to make it all the way in order to, claim that shield, but she literally made it in the last like 3 seconds. Wow. So that was a really fun challenge, definitely entertaining to watch. And out of the 30,000, they were able to get 28,300. So the grand prize is now a total of $158,100. So for now, they go back to the castle, and every single person there knows that Phaedra is the traitor. It's only left on Phaedra and Kate to convince others to maybe vote otherwise. Right now, Kate's strategy is to make them think that Sandra could be the traitor, or not even just that Phaedra's not the traitor, but at least get them to vote Sandra out today, and maybe they can just vote Phaedra out in the finale. It was actually so funny because Shereé, Trishelle, and Sandra were inside eating, and they see that Kate was talking to MJ and CT, and they're like, "Oh my God, she's doing a lot of talking." So Sandra goes out there to see what they're talking about, and Kate is like, "Oh well, I was just saying that we should maybe vote for the second traitor and save Phaedra for the big day." Sandra says, "Oh well, who could that second traitor be?" And Kate is like, "I don't know." She didn't want to tell her. Then it's time for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, okay? Shereé and Phaedra. Shereé is telling Phaedra that everybody's gunning for her. Shereé asks, "If it's not you, who could it be?" Phaedra says, "Well, it could be CT for all we know." Shereé is so gullible. She says, "I need you to help me help you." Shereé says, "I'm going to look in your eyes and ask you, are you a traitor?" Phaedra says, "What? No, I'm not." I think Phaedra felt bad saying that to Shereé because they're close compared to everybody else. I was like, "Oh, damn, poor Shereé." So now she believes that Phaedra is not a traitor, but that's what the show is, the traitors. So then it is time for that round table. Hard to think that there were like almost 30 people at the beginning. So they begin the talks. Frantic Trishelle kicks it off. She says that every faithful whose name has been written in that little chalkboard thing has always said you're making a mistake. But last night, when Phaedra's name was being written, Phaedra was quiet. So Phaedra says, "That is the craziest argument in the world. I've never heard of something so ludicrous." MJ says that she didn't think Phaedra was a traitor, but she knows Phaedra is a badass, so she can handle stressful situations, which is why she's been able to do so well. But she thinks that it's Phaedra. Sandra says that this is hard because this is a game, but she truly has fallen in love with Phaedra, and it will hurt her that Phaedra is a traitor, but they have to get rid of a traitor, it's the game. Phaedra says, "Yeah, it is the game, and there has been no concrete evidence against me provided by any of y'all." So Phaedra, it's her against everyone. But when it comes time to defend herself, all she says is, "This has been exhausting." That's all she says, which was a little disappointed. I was disappointed because she could have done more. And you know who else got disappointed? Kate, because she even said in her confessional, "I've been trying to help her, but if she's not going to help herself, then whatever." So then it's time to vote. Shereé goes first. And wow, you guys, she had us fooled. Just like John had us fooled with Parvati those weeks ago, Shereé voted for Phaedra. So Shereé is not as dumb as we think. She says that something just told her that it was Phaedra. Kate votes for Phaedra as well, because again, she was tired of Phaedra not fighting for herself. So those were two surprising votes. But dang, Kate didn't have to stick the knife all the way in it. She said after she reveals that her vote is for Phaedra, she says to Phaedra, "You are the most selfish person. You're more selfish than skillful." Damn. MJ, of course, voted for Phaedra. Phaedra, because she has to vote too. She just voted for CT because she says that she's all for girl power, so whatever. Sandra votes for Phaedra. She says that she has to play with her head, not her heart. Trishelle, ugh. She votes for Phaedra, but she says that she knows Phaedra will go out with her head held high. Whatever. And then CT votes for Phaedra as well, but it was actually kind of cute. They kind of look into each other's eye, and because they all deep down know Phaedra is the traitor, he says, "You're gonna be the best traitor." Aw, that was kind of sweet. But anyway, the vote was unanimous, so Phaedra gets up there with her fabulous outfit, and it's time for her to reveal that she's a faithful or traitor, and she says, "I am the most fabulous, faithful traitor." Actually, when she said the word faithful, some of them did get scared. They did think she was going to just say faithful for a little bit, but she obviously tricked them. She said that she's a traitor. So she says that she hopes that there are no hard feelings. This was honestly the best experience that she's ever had because she did things that she would have never done, and she wishes them all luck. And she leaves. I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I think Phaedra willingly gave up. I think she just wanted to go home. Because there's really no way that she would have just been so defeated at the round table. But again, I hate to go back to this. Just thinking of him makes me want to... It irks me. Freaking Dan was so freaking bitter and such a sore, in the words of Phaedra, loser, that he really planted that seed of doubt so much when he said Phaedra's name originally when he was banished. I feel like she wasn't really able to pick herself back up after that. People really did turn to look at her. But anyway, there are 6 people remaining. Kate is the only traitor. But wait. So they're talking, right? And Sandra asked Kate, "So what did you mean when you called Phaedra selfish over there?" And Kate's explanation is, "Oh, because she killed people." Huh? But wow. Sandra is a smart one. The fact that she caught onto that little comment of Kate calling Phaedra selfish, she is not suspecting that Kate might be the remaining traitor. Sandra is good, okay? And I'm gonna watch the finale because I honestly, at this point, I want her to win this all. And we will find out what happens next week for the finale. I want to watch it so bad, but I also don't want it to end. This show has been so amazing. Listen, I am sad that my girl Phaedra is gone. I really am. But I am so proud of her. She completely gave life to this show. She brought back her iconic reads. She dragged the people quite a bit. She was funny. She was creative. She did a great job. Hell, she even made most of us want the traitors to win when it's supposed to be the other way around. So I think CT said it best. She will go down as the best traitor. She truly was the queen of this castle. But that was the end, you guys. Thank you, Phaedra, for entertaining us for 10 weeks or whatever it's been. But hey, guys, let's come back here next week to see who wins this all. Wow. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on next time. You have a great one. Bye.